Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So after I've done my heatwave video, loads of you have been asking for me to share some cheap summer recipes, especially when our temperature is now predicted to hit 41 degrees next week. And like myself, probably a lot of you fed up of just eating rabbit leaves. So I needed to do a top-up shop to pop in, get some bits for the week, and I thought it makes a perfect opportunity to me to make this video. For all of you who know, I also grow some of my garden produce, and so a few of you as well. So in front of me, I don't just have the things that I bought, but the things that I grown in my garden. But of course, you can purchase those in the supermarket as well. So this is per se not going to be a video when I'm going to be showing you how to cook them, but I'm going to go through the things that I have here, and in the end of the video I'm going to be sharing with you the foods, the recipes you can make with the foods that I have in front of me. So I'm going to kick off with the first thing. I've bought some meat, okay? I've bought a pack of really nice sausages, and I have a reduced chicken I bought that I've put in the freezer for £3.50. So altogether, this what's in front of me is approximately £20 worth of food. So chicken's gonna be pre-cooked in the oven before the heat gets here, and it's gonna be frozen. So anything that require cooking, if you want to, I suggest you do this in the morning and then you put this in the fridge or freeze there. Just do this in advance. Just makes the whole lot easier, because last thing we want when it's 41 degrees out there is heating up our house by running the oven. So those recipes are going to be perfect for that specific temperature. So now let's talk about the proteins. I've got here a pack of tuna, 4-pack of tuna, normal £2.59, whatever. So selection of beans. The beans here, they're what's going to be giving you that fullness filling, because if you just eat yourself sort of salad, tomato, cucumber, you end up just being really empty, end up being hungry, end up snacking or something else. Adding those on really bulks up the meal and really is nutritious, and it'll keep you fuller for longer. So I've got some cannellini beans, I've got butter beans, black eyed beans, chickpeas and bitoli beans, but you can have any kind of beans you want. They all work really well in our salads and our mixtures. So then I've got a couscous. So couscous is really straightforward. You boil the kettle, you pour the water in, or you boil this on a hob, maybe you went outside, but it bulks up your salads. It gives you that sort of nice texture as well. Again, if you didn't want to boil this, you can buy them already pre-cooked, like you can do with the rice. Again, it stops you boiling, stops you heating up the house if it's really hot. Then here I've got myself 2 mustards. Again, we have to make a lot of different sauces, which I'll probably share with you on a different video, but 2 lots of mustard, Dijon mustard and whole grain mustard. Then I have a pack of peppers, 2 packs of tomatoes, because mine are not quite ready yet. I've got some avocados, lettuce. Unfortunately, I had to buy lettuce yet again because mine's keep bolting, and what I have is not enough to last us through the week. So unfortunately, here we go, lettuce. I've got some lemons. I've got loads more than that. They're reduced at 42p at Asda. They're good for our dressings to put on top of the salad, and I normally batch make lemonade and freeze this in the big ice cubes in the freezer. So when it's really hot, pop up the cube, put some fizzy water in it, and it creates a really nice lemonade. I've got some potatoes. They are homegrown, but of course you can buy them either fresh or tinned if you prefer. Eggs. I've got some cottage cheese, grams. It's like £1.29 in Home Bargains, which is brilliant. Feta cheese, great addition to the salad, which we'll cover in a second. And one of my favorite things when it's hot is beetroot. This is from Home Bargains. 29p is 250 grams. It's vacuum packed. It lasts for like 6 months. It is absolutely brilliant, and it's perfect for hot temperatures. Radishes. I've got some. This is just a couple I picked for the prop here. I've got some broad beans. They've been harvested this morning. The leftover ones. Again, they're going to be used in our salads for the next couple of days. And I've got some homegrown cucumbers. Of course, you can buy a cucumber in a supermarket. And one thing as well, I've bought ancient grain mixture because I wanted to make some flatbreads for some wraps. And believe this or not, I forgot to check in the back. And believe this or not, this has the folic acid added on. They're not meant to be adding on folic acid to whole grains or ancient grains, but unfortunately it's been added on and I forgot to check. It was a bargain. It was 34p rather than £1.35, but yeah, it's got. So be careful, even if you buy mixtures or a whole wheat, whole grain, whatever, just make sure you check the packages. And yeah, this is what we've got in front of me. So now let me go through the recipes. The first thing, guys, as I said, if you're choosing to boil certain things like couscous and eggs to add onto your salads, make sure you do this in the morning, put them in the fridge, they'll be fine there for a few days. eggs boiled, fine in the fridge for up to 5 days. And the second point as well, the recipes I'm going to be sharing with you here are all pretty much interchangeable. Okay, you can, all the ingredients that are here will work together whichever way you mix them, which just makes it really, really easy. So if you don't have a specific one, you can just substitute things with something else. And I will put the recipes or brief recipe ingredients in the description down below, so you don't have to hear me rambling on, unless of course you want to. So I'm gonna start with one of my favorite ones, which is a tuna couscous salad. So of course we'll have tuna, couscous, cucumber, tomato, cold potatoes if you wanted to, radishes again if you want to, and feta cheese. It is honestly one of my favorite ones. Then we've got the Greek style platter. So we've got feta, cucumber, tomato, lettuce, olives, and boiled egg if you wanted to again. We've got the cold potato salad. So we have the potatoes either fresh or tinned, yogurt, herbs, spring onion, cucumber, boiled egg or tuna or both. Beetroot and cottage cheese. This is again one of my favorite snack combinations. Chop some beetroot or grate cottage cheese on top, a little bit of walnuts, and a perfect drizzle of olive oil, and it's absolutely divine as a snack. Then we've got the either chickpea or bean bowl. So we have chickpeas or beans or mixture of both if you want, tomato, cucumber, onion, feta cheese, and I would like to put some grilled chicken. In our instance will be cooked chicken on the top. Then we've got the tuna and bean salad. So we've got the tuna, beans, butter beans or whatever beans you want to mix it together. I gotta say the cannellini beans work really well because they're big and they're meaty, they taste lovely. Cucumber, tomato, lemon, herbs, and olives. Then we've got the chicken salad, I'm gonna call it. I've got chicken, eggs, cucumber, tomato, salad leaves, and capers. You might not think it's a weird thing to add on capers to your chicken salad, but the saltiness of the capers, their freshness, especially if they've been in the fridge, with the chicken is actually absolutely divine. So I strongly suggest to give that a go. Then we have the chicken multigrain, I'm going to call it that. So we have chicken, tomato, cucumber, beetroot, onion, and pearl barley. Yes, the only thing you have to cook your pearl barley, again, unless you find this in a microwavable pack, but it adds on that texture. The pearl barley got the little tiny sort of crunchy feeling. It's really strange, but it works absolutely superbly. So yeah, that gives you basically 8 recipe ideas. As I said, you can interchange things in between to make yourself whatever you want. Again, things like simplicity of things, like for example, tomato and mozzarella with a bit of basil. It makes a great snack. Again, you can have this alongside all these sausages. It's really simple, but it kind of works. And I appreciate if you don't want to cook, obviously when it's hot, then fine, we avoid that. But there's also option if you have a barbecue outside to cook this outside. But that's that really, guys. It's very straightforward. It doesn't look like there's a lot, but trust me, by having those beans and mixing them in with the salad, with the greens and the couscous and the rice if you wanted to, it really bulks up your salad. And because obviously you can change things so much, and also the dressings, there's so many variations of dressings. Even if you make tzatziki with, grate your cucumber, add on lemon juice, a little bit of vinegar, whatever, garlic, and mix it with the yogurt. That makes a really nice, again, either sauce on the salad or on the side of the grilled meat. So possibilities are endless. And I think I might do that in a different video, because the options of the dressings are quite important, because again, they'll make something that's so mundane taste so bright and fresh and gives you variety as well. So anyway, guys, I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I shall see you next time. Bye bye.